anything in them?
Certainly, this one's about to have you exited.
Your big good barrage is over, Rabbit.
I'm Daniel Kraft. I'm a design director here at Player First Game, working on Multiversus. Yeah, we wanted to move to Unreal Engine 5. Like you mentioned, the visual improvement was there, and we want to take advantage of that. We were also updating our entire game to work on our new netcode, to work for rollback netcode, and so we took the opportunity to roll onto Unreal Engine 5 since it was out, and get all those visual improvements as well as other front end improvements, just kind of work related improvements to make the content better and more easily. Well, I can't say about what content is going to be coming down the pipe. We do have Jason, coming out. Agent Smith will be coming out later in season 1, and of course Joker. We will have more content to come, and hopefully you guys can stay tuned. We'll be announcing that stuff as it comes, and I think that players are going to be pretty excited about what's coming down the pipe. Yeah, Multiverse has always been a collection of just iconic characters from a lot of IP. We already have characters from live action, like the Arya Stark, right? And that being mixed with Looney Tunes with Bugs Bunny or Adventure Time, very cartoony. So we've already shown that we can have live action characters sit right next to cartoony characters, and we just want to keep expanding our roster and expanding it in ways that will surprise, delight players. Jason was a great opportunity for us to show them something that they probably haven't seen before in this space, and we wanted to take that challenge on to try to kind of push that envelope. Yeah, we love the fact that we got Mark Hamill to voice the Joker. Very appreciative that we got him. I think very iconic voice, really brings Joker to life. Alongside our Batman with Kevin Conroy. So having them kind of reunited has always been, it's been really great to see them both there. Growing up on animated series myself, it's really cool to see them in there. And it was great that they were able to join together. As far as how, that's all kind of stuff that I can't really talk about. Yeah, when we came out in beta, we had a lot of players, and we're very appreciative of all the player and all the feedback that we got. Got a lot of great info to work to take back and work on the game. We wanted to make lots of really big improvements, and we've done that with the netcode, rebuilding the entire game from the ground up to have this better netcode so that players can play with their friends, even if long distance they're playing online. We want it to feel like they're playing with their friends, like right next to them in the couch. And in a platform fighter where frames matter, it's really important that ping and lag doesn't affect the game too badly. And so we wanted to take that opportunity to rebuild the game from the ground up. Also being able, as we mentioned earlier, move to Unreal Engine 5 allows us to update the visuals, as well as updates. We wanted to update the combat. We've added dash attacks, we've added parries, done a lot of work to make sure that the combat feels smooth. And really visceral, so hits should feel better. But we didn't. We also took that opportunity to push the kind of the tuning of the game, so that it's a lot more deliberate and still have the high level play where it's more tactical. Yeah, we take a lot of time, and we really try hard to bring to life these amazing IPs that we've had the privilege of working with. These are beloved characters. People have grown up on Batman, Joker, and the Looney Tunes, and all the other characters that we have in the roster as well. All right, so we really try as a team to dive into the media ourselves, and normally every character has a couple people on the team that are really diehard fans, so we lean into them and their expertise to really get kind of the soul of the character. And part of that is we try to take the most well-known and most iconic moments that we can and fit them into the character or into the stages, so that players can see those, and they it brings a smile to their faces to like, oh yeah, I remember that from the movie or the comic or wherever the IP came from. And it's been very important for us to kind of maintain that really strong sense of the character through the IP. So we take a lot of steps to just research, look into the lot of deep diving, again, there's always someone on the team who's like a super fan, so we kind of lean on their expertise. But watching the shows, watching the movies, all of us have seen them in some way or another, and then when we're working on a character, that becomes the media that I absorb while I'm working on the character. So it's almost like a lifestyle. Yeah, we always want to listen to the community for everything that we do. This game is built for players, so player input is very important to us. So we want to make sure that we're listening to them. We're going to be keeping an eye on the health of the game, and we'll be just constantly updating it to bring more unique game modes, adding to the PvE mode, more ways to interact with the game, as well as balancing changes for more competitive players as well. We're going to be taking a close look at how players are interacting with characters and what's healthiest for the game. Well, I can tell you about the characters that we have for Season 1. We have Jason. Late Season 1 we'll have Agent Smith, and we have Joker as well, as Banana Guard is in there. We'll have more characters coming in the future, but I can't talk about who they are or how many there are going to be. So just stay tuned. So we built the game from the ground up to accommodate the new netcode changes. There's a blog post you guys can reference about netcode changes for more specific details, but our netcode has, we want to make sure that players can play even on higher ping without having to feel that ping. So the game has been built from the ground up to support that. So a lot of changes, every character has gone through this process as well to make sure that it supports that. It should materialize as a much smoother online experience, and we'll be keeping an eye on those things as well, and making sure to make updates to keep the netcode as strong as we can. Yeah, we're again, it's another aspect of the game. We're trying to make sure that players can enjoy the experience however they like to play. So we will be keeping an eye on all those things and improving every aspect of the game that we can. Hopefully, everything will run smoothly, but we are always keeping an eye on those sorts of things. That's kind of a living thing, and we'll be continuing to improve it as we go. Again, I can't spoil any of future characters, so stay tuned, and hopefully you guys will be pleasantly surprised with what we have coming down the line. We want to encourage players to engage with the game however they would like to. So we want to support players who want to play the game more casually with PvE mode that we brought in, but we also want to make sure that players who want to play more competitively feel like they can play the game in that way as well. So we'll do what we can to support every type of player in our. I'm just excited to get the game into players' hands, and I hope that everyone has a blast.